Dieting is the biggest scam ever sold to women. I know that because I fell for it for 18 years. I am 78 years old, and I haven't been on a diet in 38 years. Look at me. Now, let me tell you something that is going to make you furious. The diet did not fail you. The diet was designed to fail you. There is a difference, and once you understand that difference, you will never diet again. Stay with me. I had a friend named Carol. We met at a diet club in 1974. She was 28 and I was 30. And for the next 50 years, I watched her diet. She was the most disciplined woman I have ever known. She never cheated. She never quit. She restarted every single Monday for 5 decades. And one afternoon, sitting across from me at her kitchen table, she looked up and said, "I have done everything right my whole life. Why is my body still fighting me?" I was quiet for a moment, and then I told her the one thing that I wish someone had told us both 50 years earlier. I said, "Carol, nothing is wrong with you. Everything is wrong with the diet." She went quiet, and I said, "Let me tell you what I know. Let me tell you what 38 years of freedom finally taught me. Here is what nobody ever tells you. Dieting does not fight your body's tendency to gain weight. Dieting creates it. Every time you restrict, every time you cut, eliminate, starve, your body reads it as a famine, a threat, a signal that food is running out. So it does what bodies have done for hundreds of thousands of years. It slows down. It holds on. It stores everything it can. And when the diet ends, and it always ends, your body doesn't go back to normal. It overcompensates. It panics. It gains faster than it ever would have without the diet. This is not a failure of willpower. This is your body working exactly as designed. The diet industry built a billion-dollar business on that biology. They sold you the cure. The cure caused the disease. And when the disease came back, they sold you the cure again. I did not understand this at 25 or 30 or 35. I understood it at 40, standing in my kitchen, shaking with a fury I had never felt in my life. I started my first diet at 22. I remember it clearly. It was a magazine, a summer plan, 14 days. It promised 10 pounds. I lost 8. I was thrilled. I thought I had finally figured it out. 3 months later, I had gained back 12. So I started again. I spent the next 18 years in that cycle. Lose, gain, hate myself, start again. What nobody tells you about living inside that cycle is what it does to your mind, not just your body. You stop tasting food. You start calculating it. You stop feeling hunger. You start fearing it. You wake up on Monday morning and the very first thought, before you think of your children, before you think of your husband, before you think of anything that actually matters, the very first thought is, "Did I ruin everything yesterday?" My chest would tighten even asking that question. I was not living in my body. I was at war with it. And the cruelest thing of all, I believed that was normal. I believed every woman felt this way. That is the deepest part of the lie. Not just what they sell you, but what they convince you to expect from your own life. The diet industry is worth over $70 billion a year. $70 billion. Now, I don't want you to think of them as villains in a movie. They are not cartoon evil. The people inside that industry are people like anyone else. But the business model, the structure of how it makes money, that is something different entirely. Independent research, not funded by diet companies, shows that 95% of people who diet gain the weight back within 5 years. 95%. The industry knows this. This has been studied for decades. They have seen these numbers, and they built their entire model around it. Think about it like this. If you sold someone a medication that cured their illness permanently, you would sell it once. That patient would never need you again. But if your medication only worked for 6 months before the illness came back worse, that patient comes back every 6 months forever. That is not a wellness industry. That is a subscription model built on your suffering. And the genius, the true evil genius of it, is the blame. When the weight comes back, they never say, "Our product failed you." They say, "You failed. You cheated. You didn't want it badly enough. You lacked the discipline." They make it personal. They make it about your character. So you never question the product. You only question yourself. I questioned myself for 18 years. At 40 years old, I finally questioned the product. I remember the exact morning. I was standing in my kitchen. My hands were shaking. I had just thrown away 3 days of clean eating because I had eaten half a piece of birthday cake at my daughter's party. Half a piece of birthday cake at my own daughter's birthday. I was standing there shaking, not from hunger, but from shame. And something in me cracked open, not in a broken way, in a furious way. I thought, I am a grown woman. I have built a home, raised children, buried my mother, survived things I will not name in this room, and I am standing in my kitchen shaking with shame because I ate birthday cake. I thought, this cannot be my life. I picked up the diet book sitting on my counter. I looked at it for a long moment, and I put it in the trash. That was 38 years ago. I have never picked one up again. So what did I actually do instead? Because I know that is the question sitting in your chest right now. The first shift, I stopped treating food as the enemy. I ate when I was hungry. I stopped when I was full. For the first year, my hands actually shook doing this. My body did not trust that food would keep coming. That is what years of restriction does to you. The second shift, I threw away the scale. The scale was a weapon I picked up every morning and used against myself. I got rid of it. I did not weigh myself for 2 full years. And slowly, very slowly, the first thought of my morning stopped being about my body. The third shift, I moved for joy, not punishment. Walking, gardening, dancing while I cooked, not to burn what I ate the night before, because my body felt good moving, and I had forgotten what that felt like under the exhaustion of restriction. The fourth shift, the biggest one, I stopped making food moral. There is no cheating, there is no wagon. When you take the shame out of eating, the obsession dissolves, the binges stop, the cycle stops. Your body stops fighting you. It took a full year for my body to stop panicking. And then, quietly, without drama, it found the weight it wanted to be. And it has stayed there for 38 years. When I finished telling Carol all of this, she was quiet for a long time. And then she said, "Why did nobody ever tell us this?" And I had to be honest. I said, because the people who could have were still inside the trap themselves. I want to say something directly to you now. If you have spent years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, fighting this same war Carol and I fought, I want you to hear this. You were not weak. You were not undisciplined. You did not fail. You were lied to, repeatedly, by an industry that needed you to fail. You are allowed to grieve the years that cost you. I grieved them. I still grieve them sometimes. Carol grieved them too. But I also want you to know, the day you put down the diet is the first day of something else entirely. Carol called me a few weeks after that conversation at her kitchen table. She said, "I haven't stepped on a scale in a month, and it is the first time in 50 years I have eaten a meal without calculating it." She sounded like herself again. That is what freedom feels like. If something in these words landed somewhere real, if you recognized your Monday mornings, your shaking hands, your birthday cake, then stay close to this channel. Not because I care about numbers. I am 78. Numbers mean nothing to me now. You are not alone in this. You never were.